So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. And we're underway. Palmer completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although...
He's got tall! Harmlessly behind. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Elise. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely spread. Looking for the run, and he's had it nicked away. Pedri. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Cleared without complication. Climbs up big! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Real chance! Goal! Santos! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Haaland. Arsenal are looking to break at pace.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's managed to gift it back. He can get that clear. That pass isn't the best. Nkunku. Looking for options for movement. He's dealt with that really well. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through? Look at the space here. Up he goes! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Santos are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, sweet feet. Doué, he's going for goal! Modric for Nkunku. Now it's Mbappe, just eases him off the ball. And it's been given away. "15 minutes till half-time. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Palmer. Oh, they could be caught out here. He has found the way through. Bullish header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bellingham. And he's managed to get free. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substituição.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defence.
Goes for a shot! They've done it! Right back in the game! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Santos heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the flag has stayed down. Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Pedri. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Hazard. Haaland. Is there any support? He might not need it. Pedri gets good distance on it. But they've got it again. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Chiellini gets rid without sophistication. And we hit half-time. Santos are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Teremos uma substituição.
So we're into the second 45.
Santos clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Neymar. Saliba proves too strong, too smart. Oh, he's taken it. Davis. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. And that was very necessary. Alexander-Arnold. Serginho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Now it's Owen. Oh, easy pickings there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Modric, who's set up 1 goal so far. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 6, camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de
somewhat off target.
Camisa 18.
It's a throw in.
Camisa 29.
Now it's Kane. He won't be happy with that one. Nkunku. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Nkunku. And here's Neymar. Oh, just skips past his man. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Presente na partida de hoje. 8.904 espectadores.
Almost an hour gone. Good play on the left-hand side here. Nkunku. Havertz wins the duel this time.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nicked it back promptly. Santos perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nicely weighted ball. Kane! And Czech pulls off a sensational save. Now it's Doué. Delivers with whip. Davis gets it away. He's looking wide. In again. Terrific header! They just took too long getting forward.
Kane cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Koundé. Vieira. Great vision. Oh, well played, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Time for a change in personnel.
Camisa 24. Deixando o campo
That's
para
an
a
errant
entrada
pass.
Camisa 14.
Santos
Camisa
making a
22.
change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Davis. Oh, this is a terrific run. And it's played into the middle. Chiellini gets it clear.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 19.
Neymar.
Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 21.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's put paid to a promising move. Delivery from Mbappe. And out it comes again. Nice looking ball. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's gone back to the keeper. Spread out to the left.
Pretty robust defending. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oblak. That has been slung wide. And he's in, and a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substituição em andamento.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Davis. He's through here. So much time and space here. Neymar! Danger averted for now. And here's Messi. Bernardo Silva shifted it to the flank. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
That has not gone well. Now it's Kane. Now it's Mbappe. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's there to belt it away. Xavi Alonso. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Doué. He is through here. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ibrahimovic. And here's Chiesa. Big chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's Serginho. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Rice. De Bruyne. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Rodri. That is good strength. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So much time and space here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's De Bruyne. And they've got rid.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's got away. Here's... Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Spread it left. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Surely now! That's a half-decent try. Ruben Dias. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That pass isn't the best. He's had it taken off him. Serginho. Now it's Haaland. Now it's De Bruyne. Pass somewhat off target. Sends it crossfield. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Palmer looking understandably energised after his goal. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Inzaghi. That has been cut short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. It's a nicely shaped ball. Corner given. Madrid have their second corner now. Header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking to play him in. And now he's through and all along. Decent chance! And it's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Doué. He is through here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rice attempts a clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And here's Doué. He's tried one! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant...
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que levem todo o lixo até as lixeiras posicionadas ao lado dos portões de entrada.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. As you can see, we've already started here.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's been played through. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Beckham! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Jorginho. Rijkaard. Olise was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Costa Curta.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a mighty effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lofted in. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, it's Batistuta. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Doué goes steaming forward. Batistuta! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Serginho. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Santos still without a single shot on target. Beckham. He's having a go! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Threads one in. Now this could be a chance. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Has a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jorginho is always scanning the pitch for targets. Doué puts his foot on the gas. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Doué approaching the half-hour mark. Played into space out wide. And that should get the job done. And we have our very first corner. Doué! That's a half-decent try. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Batistuta. And this is shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal, Germany! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Germany have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Owen. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted.
Santos certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now he's got space here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's the chance to counter. Jorginho. Doué. Look at this. And Beckham! Time and again they are repelled. Beckham. Jorginho gets rid without sophistication. And it's Jorginho.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
It's Doué. And this is Batistuta. And he's there to get it away. Ribery. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's on! Real chance! Fantastic from Elise! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done for the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Santos will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser, so this isn't bad at all.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Now it's Doué. He is through here. Palmer. Jorginho looking to get on the end of this. Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Jorginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely shaped ball, nicely worked. Neymar. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. He can run onto that, And and the shots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckham. Neymar.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's definitely not his best. Neymar. Played with finesse. There's the shot! Goal! Santos! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Santos can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Santos can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Serginho's cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 19. Sai para a entrada.
There's a probing ball.
Camisa 20.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Now, can they get him away? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that's well seen too. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found a way through, and the shot! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 21.
Germany really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left. It's a good foot in there. Messi. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Chiellini has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Jorginho. And it's Doué. Great ball, and he's in here. And Beckham! Well, there's the clearance. Rijkaard. He's on it, can he get away? Serginho gets it clear.
Substituição em andamento.
It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Germany really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, terrible pass. We expected better, and so did he. Oh, good take in a good area. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And he's picked it up. Oh, what a climb! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's got a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's going to be a booking. Beckham. Great vision. Now it's Haaland. Chance, surely! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Substituição.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's Messi. Good ball, good take. Haaland! Sticks it away! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bit...
And that will be it. Santos illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. So it's down to business here. Well, Bojan Krkić set a number of goal-scoring records in his youth, and you can still see in him the qualities that made him such a phenomenon at that level.
Adaptability and pace, those are the qualities, Peter. He doesn't have the physique of a traditional striker, so it's all about playing across the front line, switching positions, keeping defenders on their toes.
And he got the best footballing education going when it comes to that sort of play. And now the breakaway. Elise moves wide and looking to get onto this. Lovely bit of skill. Cross into the box. And that should get the job done. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Bellingham. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Serginho. Ribéry. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post. He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Messi. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Madrid on the spot for parity. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Out towards the flank. Pedri is there and he can get that clear. Nice sequence of passes, this. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri. Spread it left. Bojan Krkić chasing after it. Decent progress down the left. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. Hazard. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Pedri. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Pedri. Bellingham. Madrid finding their passes. Look at the space here, and Bojan! He has done it! And the comeback is complete! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. He's in a good position here.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's managed to get free. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Bastoni. And it's Van Dijk. Vardiol. Van Dijk. Bastoni. He's looking wide. Stood up well to him there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Vardiol. Santos are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now it's Hazard. Oh, that's delightful. He's picked his way through. That's been cut out, well played. That's gone loose. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's a good 35 yards out, this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Palmer gets it clear. Bastoni. Donnarumma. Now Van Dijk. Bastoni. Played out to the left flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ribery. Santos are looking to break at pace. He has found the way through. Tries a measured ball. Bellingham. Over to the left. Now it's Bojan. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Santos really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Serginho. Doué is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Bastoni can get it clear. And here's Doué! Superb from Doué! A finish of true class! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That has been slung wide.